to invite you to our next free webinar. If you have been wanting to, just learn a simpler way to generate income that's not going to continue to take you away from your family, this is the perfect business for you. I know a lot of us always, want to do more because, we want to generate more income because we want to do more things with our family and, just have the ability to create those amazing memories with them. But then it's like, okay, I'm going to go get another job, and that means I'm going to be away from my kids more. And, that whole having to trade more hours dollars in order to be able to make more money. But I mean, so then where do you have time to actually do things with your family? You know what I mean? It's like that whole thing, like we're working more to make more money, but we have less time to do things with our children. And that's where that disconnection is, because yes, we're working so hard to do things for our family, but also with our family. So it doesn't make sense that we continue to, you know, trade more time for money because we're not getting that time back. You know what I mean? I always tell you guys the story of Amy who had two jobs. She was a trucker and a waitress, and she was just basically exhausted of having to trade that time for money because she wasn't around with her kids. She has three teenagers and they all had, things that they wanted to do in school, and they wanted her to be present. They, for like their presentations, they play sports, and all she was able to do is actually just bump into them in the hallway because she was just running to her next job. You know what I mean? So that was basically what she had to struggle with. So like many of us just, want to stop being on that hamster wheel, like, work, 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 work. And, yeah, she was okay with the money, she says, but then she never had time to do things with her kids, and they wanted her to be present. So this gave that freedom back to her, that she was able to be present with her kids now and still be able to work from home and not just do everything that she wants to do with her kids because now she's making that type of income. So for tomorrow's webinar, that's what's gonna be taught to you, how to just generate passive income. Hi guys, welcome. Just to generate passive income while only working 2 focus hours a day, and so that you can actually learn how you can set up your automated system to do all the heavy lifting for you, meaning that have the automated system to send out the information for you rather than you having to do that person by person and being glued to your phone 24/7. So that's what we want to teach you guys. That's what we are offering you to learn with this training that we're going to be having. You really have to do is just visit miriamsdailypay.com to get registered for that. And that is basically what this Legacy Builders program was built around: simplicity, so that you are able to learn the skills to generate this type of income and also have your time back. And want, our mentor who created the Legacy Builders program, she needed simplicity. She did it with simplicity in mind because she's a mom of 6 and a grandma to 5. So she didn't want to have to be present in the sense of like, oh, can you just give me 1 second? Like, let me just answer this text and then I'll be right with you. She didn't want that type of life. She wanted, thank you, Valentina. You're so kind. Thank you so much. She actually wanted to, be able to implement the 2 hour workday and then leave, like set the phone down and be able to have time with her children. So that is exactly what the Legacy Builders program was created for, to have that type of simplicity in mind, to get your 2 hour workday done and then let your automated system do the heavy lifting for you. I've told you guys, ladies, before, this is an network marketing. This is an an MLM. You don't have to. This isn't like levels that you have to do, or have to be bothering your friends and family to, hey, check out what I'm doing. None of that. You'll actually be learning digital marketing and then attraction marketing skills in order for you to be able to do that. Thank you. I know he does. Thank you so much. So that's basically what this webinar is going to be offering you guys tomorrow. So again, just to be able to get registered, visit miriamsdailypay.com. I put the description and the details in the description for this live so that you can go ahead and get registered there. I'm going to be sending out the newsletter today, like around 9. So you have still time to be able to grab the details for the webinar. And that's basically what you're going to be learning, what it takes in those 2 hours a day for you to implement your income activities and just let the automated system do the heavy lifting for you. I do have one more post that is going out later on today where you can actually see one of our members in the community. His name is Logan. He he is I forgot how many kiddos he has, but his daughter just had a birthday, and he talks about how he was able to let her shop until she dropped for her birthday without having to, worry about, oh my God, how am I gonna make up all this money that I just spent? And I think a lot of us as parents want that. A lot of us want to have the freedom to spend and not have to be looking at our bank account and be like, oh my God, I don't know, wait, let me see if I'm gonna have enough. Like, a lot of us just want to have that freedom of like time and money. You know what I mean? That's my number one. So if you feel that same way, just drop on me in the comments, because don't we just want to do what we want when we want, right? And that's the whole goal for me to be here to show up with you guys, because that is the life that I want for myself and for my kids, but not without helping you guys, attain the same. A lot of us just, the reason why we work so hard is because we want more for ourselves and for our families, but with the digital world out there now, we are actually able to just learn skills that can help us do that. Just learn the skills, get to work 2 hours during the day. You could break it down however it fits your time. This isn't something that, hey, just because you started, you need to stop what you're doing. No, again, this is with simplicity in mind, so that you do have, the skills to learn how to generate passive income. And so that is just passive, so that you're not stuck to your phone 24/7, so that you are not, having to respond in the middle of the night, or, like, your time is your time. So you get to have your time back, and you get to use it however it's easier for you to use it during the day. So again, if you already do have a job, a lot of people actually, keep their jobs with this, just because they, some people do actually love what they do for a living, so they don't want to stop doing it. Great. But, you learn the skills to actually generate passive income while you're living your life, whether it's your child's birthday, whether it's your birthday, whether it's, you have things to do that you're like, you know what, I hate to have to be asking my boss for permission to live my life, things like that. Sometimes it's just like, you have the money, but you don't have the time to do things. And this is one of the most beautiful things about this blueprint, because you get your time back. You get to then learn the skills to start generating income that allows you to, hey, maybe I don't need this job anymore. Amy, I always tell you her story. She was actually able to quit both of her jobs in 10 and a half weeks after she started, because, she was making $900 per customer. So at that point, she didn't need the job, and it wasn't something that she loved doing, because it was taking her away from her kids. So she was actually able to just give up that job, and was able to, or both jobs, and was able to now be a stay-at-home mom. And now this is all she does. She just, practices the blueprint, but now she's learned other skills where she actually started creating her own products, the digital products. So that's another thing. Like, this are digital products. This is e-learning. So, like, the e-learning industry is growing so fast right now. That's what people are looking for. Like, they're looking to learn electronically without having to go somewhere and purchase books. So this is what the information that this gives you, and it teaches you how to generate an income without having to be glued to your phone 24/7. Because again, with the digital world now these days, it's way easier to implement skills and just have the automated system do that for you in the background. So while you're working, while you're taking care of the kids, while you're cooking, while you're showering, while whatever you're doing, your automated system is out there working for you 24/7, sending out the details of the blueprint for you while you're doing what you're doing, while you're doing your best, while you're living your best life, as I say. So tomorrow again is the webinar. It's a free webinar. You'll get the details on what the 2-hour workday actually does, and she'll break it down, like per the hour and the half an hour or whatever it is that you guys, what you need to do to implement the 2-hour workday, how to set up your automated system so that it works for you 24/7, how you actually get to make 100% profit because you're going to be purchasing the master resale rights. And then you also get to learn or meet our mentor who created the Legacy Builders program. So you'll get to meet her tomorrow. You get to know more about our community. So a lot of people who are being successful with the blueprint, they're actually are going to come on tomorrow and tell you about their story, how they're doing, and what they've been doing to implement the skills and all that good stuff. I'm going to be there. And so so that you could actually get to know more about the community, and how we're accomplishing all these things and all the other things that we're learning to do more things with our businesses. A lot of us are growing a community. A lot of people have actually learned how to build their own product, as I was saying earlier, or like if you're into like UGC, or if you're like into oh my god, I forgot the word. I was looking for well, like if you want to sell products that are yours and still make money, affiliate marketing, that's the word that I was looking for, sorry. So if you want to learn about affiliate marketing, you learn the way to do it the right way. Again, if you want to learn how to do your own community, a lot of people are having a lot of great success in school. So if you want to do that, you learn to do that. If you want to get brand deals, you learn how to do that. So it's just more than just, hey, you sell the blueprint and that's it. No, there's more to that, and these are all skills that you can again implement for if you already have a business, or if you're looking to actually create your own product. You get to learn all those skills with this. So again, all you have to do is go to miriamsdailypay.com to grab the details for the blueprint. Once you're inside my email list, my automated system is actually going to send you later on, I think it's at 9, I set it up, to have the link for the Zoom as well, so that you can be there tomorrow. And the coolest part is that you actually, since you're going to be going live, you actually get to ask questions live and have your questions answered live. So that's always really cool, because not only the mentor or myself get to answer your questions, but people that have actually been in the community, they get to show you a little bit of what they've done and how things have worked for them. And that's always great. That's actually how I ended up becoming part of this community. I attended a webinar and I was like, oh, okay, I get what they're saying. Because at the beginning it was just like, oh my god, that sounds too good to be true. But then in my desperation, I was like, I need to figure out how to make something happen for myself. As some of you know, I'm a single mom living with multiple disabilities, so keeping a traditional 9 to 5 for me was no longer an option, because my illnesses are just kind of like all over the place some days, and then my body just doesn't want to, or isn't even able to get out of the bed. So for me, this was a huge life-saving moment, because I still get to work regardless of if I'm sick or not. I still get to do what I need to do. So that has always been a blessing for me, and that I'm able to actually take the time to heal and work on my health. That has been a huge blessing. So again, all you need to do is just visit miriamsdailypay.com to grab the details for the blueprint and to be able to get into the email list, so that I can send you the details for tomorrow's webinar. Do not, if you're able to be there live, again, try your best to do that, so that you can ask any questions that you may have. And other than that, I'll go ahead and just see you guys tomorrow on the webinar. If you have any questions after you get the details, just reply to the email and I'll answer your questions. The first email that you're going to be receiving will be giving you all the details about the blueprint. And that's actually, it has a video with Michelle, our mentor, the one that you're going to meet tomorrow. So all you need to do is just grab the details, watch the video. After you're done watching the video, if you have any more questions, go ahead and email me back, reply to the email. But other than that, I'll go ahead and see you guys tomorrow, Tuesday, on this free webinar. Again, grab the details at miriamsdailypay.com, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.